I just think that anyone who's contemplating doing this, go with VETCOMM. I got to tell you. And they took me from 90 to 100% permanent and total. Make sure you go ahead and get it done. It'll change your life. My name is Michael Williams. I served in the United States Navy from 1985 to 1988 active. And then I also did reserves up until 1992. So about 4.5 years of reserve service. I started the process in 2018. Um, and a lot of it was actually encouraged by some of my shipmates that I served with. I didn't understand the process, didn't know what was going on. I was having some issues, and I am so programmed to go on the regular medical route, not realizing that I had the VA as an option, and that started my process back in 2018. I had no idea. Again, I was not familiar with the process. I thought that again I had coverage with the job that I was working with, and I just assumed to go that route. But again, I would go back and visit some of my friends, most of them in California area, and they started telling me, Mike, listen, you have an option here. When I would complain about a certain situation, they would tell me, you have an option here where you can go to the VA. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I had no clue. And then a friend of mine that we've been friends since my first entry in the Navy started telling me, Mike, here's what you need to do. And that started my journey into getting my first rating. Wow. At the time when I reached out to you guys, I was at 90%, and they took me from 90 to 100% permanent and total as a matter of fact, it took less than a month for that to happen, which to me, I was quite shocked with the fast progress. I had already resigned myself to thinking that this will take about maybe 6 months or more for that to happen. So I was very well pleased with the timely progress on it. I think the knowledge that they give you, they listen, and because of their tremendous experience in the VA and dealing with the raiders or whatever you may want to call them, they give a lot of insights into what to expect, what to do, and all the information that was on my VA.gov, they were able to tap into it and say, okay, here are some of the things that you may be missing out on that I think you should look into. So I would say their expertise, their experience made me feel quite comfortable. Oh my goodness, what a great question. Prior to that, not to say I wasn't grateful with the 90%, um, but it does make a huge difference in terms of it makes my life a little easier. I have two beautiful granddaughters, and now I can, if I want to go get something for them without tapping into or trying to budget myself, it's a little bit easier now. So yes, it makes a tremendous difference to go from 90 to 10% regard, as far as the compensation is concerned, and to be able to say, okay, I can breathe a little easier now. So, yeah, totally, 100%, 100%. It wasn't a exhausting experience. It wasn't tedious or um, making you feel as if, okay, oh my God, I'm wasting my time. For me, again, it was very quick, and I was quite shocked at it. So definitely, I would certainly recommend it to other fellow vets. Everyone was quite good at the process, but I would say I would give a shout out to Shane Wilson, who listened, who basically pointed out the steps. Again, when you're speaking to someone and they're that knowledgeable, it makes you feel so comfortable to say, you know what? Okay, he knows what he's talking about. He's been around the block before, so why not trust him? So yeah, I was Shane Wilson. I would say for sure, hats off to him. Although I'm not taking my hat off, but hats off to Shane Wilson. I just think that anyone who's contemplating doing this, go with VETCOMM. I got to tell you, I most certainly, again, was surprised at the process, surprised at the service I received from each person I spoke with. They made me feel comfortable. It did make me feel perturbed. It did make me feel like, oh my God, I'm wasting my time. So I would tell any vets who are pontificating this to make sure you go ahead and get it done. It'll change your life, in my opinion.